Greetings, it's Mr. Greg, coming at you live from his Mr. Greg's top secret undisclosed broadcasting location. I'm speaking very softly because I believe that in the wee hours of last night, Mr. Greg's top secret undisclosed broadcasting location may have been compromised. I've known for very long that the CIA has been monitoring my every movement and transmission to the free world. However, I never expected them to act upon it. Returning to Mr. Greg's top secret undisclosed broadcasting location today, he had noticed that Mr. Greg's top secret undisclosed broadcasting location's official space heater has been missing. He can only assume that this is in an attempt by the CIA to tamp down his transmissions by way of forcing him to endure the frigid mountain elements of the 65-degree Fahrenheit weather. This being the case, Mr. Greg has chosen to adapt, so do not be shocked at what you are about to see. I have taken it upon myself, being a survivalist, and acquired what my fellow colleagues refer to as a hooded sweatshirt. It's got a hood and a zipper, and it's actually quite warm. But unfortunately, it also has these things called sleeves. And Mr. Greg believes that the CIA knows enough about ukulele to know that this would drastically impair Mr. Greg's ability to transmit ukulele music to the rest of the world. Now, to be on the safe side, there is a very slight, minuscule chance that this is not the work of the CIA or the KGB, Illuminati, Kabul, or any high society, that Mr. Greg could, in fact, actually have left the space heater downstairs where Mrs. Greg and Mr. Greg's dog are taking their midday power naps, and Mr. Greg knows better than to potentially risk waking them in searching for his heater and then dealing with the fallout and wrath that would ensue. However, we want to be on the safe side and still entertain that a larger society has and is interfering with Mr. Greg's transmissions to the free world and act accordingly. If this is my last transmission to you, please do not look for me. Move on with your lives. If you are under the age of 18, this is especially important. You are the generation of tomorrow, and it's up to you to change the world for the better. You can start by eating your vegetables, taking your vitamins, brushing your teeth, doing chores, and anything that your parents or Mr. Greg has ever told you to do. This is paramount. In these uncertain times, you are the world of tomorrow, and you must act accordingly. Mr. Greg. So, we're going to get started with the tune here in just a few minutes, but as with every video, I want to make sure that we're all tuned up. So the quick way to check your own tuning before, or to see if you need to tune, is going to be checking your G string 2nd fret, which should be the same A note as your open A. The 5th fret of the E string is that same A note as the open A. The C string at the 4th fret is the same E note as your open E string. Okay, we'll go through them one at a time. Feel free to fast forward. G, C, E, and A. Remember, half turn, whole turn, tops. You loosen it too much, string's going to pop out of there. If you tighten it too much, your string's going to pop off of there. Not good in either scenario. Okay, I think I forgot to mention the song that we're working on today. It's Macy Gray's I Try. I guess if you couldn't tell from the title. But it uses a G, a D, which you can do with 3 fingers. I do a bar. Just make sure that if you're doing a bar, that A string right there can ring out, that you're not hitting it with that part of your finger, okay? Then it uses an A minor, And then it suggests on the fourth line an A minor 7, which is typically all open strings. However, in the parentheses next to it, I suggested an A minor because, frankly, I think it sounds better. And then the next chord there is a B minor 7, which looks like this. I'm not using my third finger, and this A string is open. However, in the parentheses next to that, I suggested a B minor because I think it just sounds better. Let me think of this. So the strum pattern on this is down, up, rest, down, rest. So on the G, it's down, up, rest, down, rest, down, up, rest, down, rest. And you'll see that I sometimes put smacks in there. That's kind of just to stop the notes from ringing out too long. That's optional. Some people like the smacks. Sometimes it helps them keep the rhythm tighter. Optional. Every chord gets a down, up, down, rest one time, with the exception of in the chorus over the line, my world crumbles when you are not near. The C and the D are bracketed together. So the C is going to get the down, up, then there's a rest, and then the D gets a down and a rest. So it's like this, down, up, rest, down, rest. Okay, so I'll go through that G just a few times so we can get that strum pattern together. Down, up, rest, down, rest, down, up, rest, down, rest, down, up, rest, down, rest, down, up, rest, down. Okay, remember, say the strum pattern while you play it. That'll really help us tighten things up. The way that I'm going to play this song is I'm just going to go right down the page from the top onto the second page, and then I double up the last chorus just because it's such a short song that it kind of needs to have that last chorus doubled up. That's pretty much it. So let's get into the tune, guys. All right, guys. Macy Gray's I Tried. Let's give it a try. 2, 3, 4. Games, changes, and fears. Where will they go from here? When will they stop? I believe that fate has brought us here, and we should be together, girl, but we're not. I play it off, but I'm dreaming of you. I keep my cool, but I'm feeling. I try to say goodbye and I choke. I try to walk away and I stumble. Though I try to hide it, it's clear my world crumbles when you are not near. Goodbye and I choke. I try to walk away and I stumble. Though I try to hide it, it's clear my world crumbles when you are not near. May seem like I'm free, but I'm just a prisoner of your love. I may seem alright, I smile when you need. My smile's just a front, just a front. I play it off, but I'm dreaming of you. I keep my cool, but I'm feeling. I try to say goodbye and I choke. I try to walk away and I stumble. Though I try to hide it, it's clear my world crumbles when you are not near. Goodbye and I choke. I try to walk away and I stumble. Though I try to hide it, it's clear my world crumbles when you are not near. Goodbye and I choke. I try to walk away and I stumble. Though I try to hide it, it's clear my world crumbles when you are not near. Goodbye and I choke. I try to walk away and I stumble. Though I try to hide it, it's clear my world crumbles when you are not near.